The big question everyone is asking is what is next for Meghan Sussex, aka Meghan Markle. Well, welcome back, my royal Sussex watcher supporters. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed With Love and Meghan. I know that you guys did, and I hope you guys, I don't know, experimented with some of the recipes and some of the nice little flower arrangements and hosting tips that Meghan suggested. I enjoyed the show. I will be watching it again, as well as trying out some recipes and whatnot. But before we get into this video, I need you guys to subscribe to this channel. I need you guys to like this video, comment, and share this video, and hit that bell notification button so each and every time I post, you are informed. But without further ado, let's get into this video. With Love Meghan Season 1 has premiered. It was a big success, as we all knew it would be. It had everyone talking, still has everyone talking. It still has everyone trying out the recipes and etc. But now, in this very quick moving world that or society that we currently live in, what's coming next? Unfortunately, it's like that. Back in the day, we can just savor and just enjoy something, let it last, let it marinate for a minute, and just enjoy it. And now it's what's next? What's next? What's next? The big question everyone is asking is what is next for Meghan Sussex, aka Meghan Markle. That's a big question. What is next for Meghan? Well, I don't have any insider tea. I don't have any knowledge. If anything that's coming up, I just read the headlines just like you guys, and I can only speculate. But also, I'm good at picking up patterns. So here's what I think is going to happen. As you guys know, it was announced on Friday that With Love Meghan Season 2 will premiere this coming fall. And she's already filmed Season 2. And I do believe that it's going to be a Season 3. I'm also expecting for Season 3 to be announced before Season 2 even aired, once these numbers come out. And I think the numbers for this show, because it's a cooking show, it's going to be big. I do believe Season 3 will be announced. One thing that I would like to see in Season 2 of With Love Meghan is I would love to see an episode with Harry cooking, because as you guys know, Meghan said that Harry's a good cook. I think that would be fun to see, because Harry is very quirky. He's very cheeky. He has a funny side to him, and he's entertaining to watch. Both of them are very interesting people to observe and to just kind of just watch and just listen to. They have a lot of interesting things, and I think that they're influential people, and I think a lot of people, whether they want to admit it or not, love watching them. And I think an episode with just Prince Harry and Meghan, I think that's going to be the biggest draw if that happens. Second thing I would love to see on With Love Meghan Season 2 is I would love to see some sort of Caribbean type dishes. I would love to see someone coming in as expertise in Caribbean food, because in this season, Meghan had a lot of diversity. There was Asian food, there was Mexican food, there was a lot of cultural diversity here with so many different things. So I would love to see a Caribbean, maybe a soul food episode. And I would love to see if Meghan's mom come on there and help her cook. I think that would be amazing, because I feel like, within the whole Meghan Harry saga, their story, we haven't heard much from Doria. And I think that the only time we really heard her speak, at least one of the first times I ever heard her speak, was on the documentary for Harry and Meghan. But I would love to see her in a different light, because I feel like she hasn't really spoke much. She hasn't really had the chance for her story to be told. And I think it's so unfortunate that there's a section of the social media that the haters that come after her have created this narrative about her, which is based in racism, about her being, I'm not even going to get into it, and I just think that I would love to see more from her. I really do. I think when I say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, she is the definition of a Black woman who is torn down. We also know that this episode right here will be on there, because remember when back last year, early last year, when Meghan was filming, there was someone on social media who had spotted Meghan in Beverly Hills outside somewhere at one of the parks, and she was like dressed in like this black and white striped suit. I think a lot of people thought maybe it might be a Beyonce Ivory Park suit or something. So this is definitely going to be in there, and I want to know what this episode is going to be about because that was like the only like outside shot that we ever got. Everything else was on set. But the thing that I am most interested about, and I was even more interested or more anticipating, even more than the cooking show, was Meghan's podcast. What I do know is that podcast is coming in I want to say like a few weeks or maybe a month from now. And that is what I'm interested about. And here's what I think is going to be about. Okay, so if you haven't noticed, both Harry and Meghan are going back to the things that they have been very passionate about, the things that we know them to be passionate about. So, for instance, Meghan is going back, this whole rebranding narrative that people keep putting out there. No, it's not a rebranding, it's more like a revisiting. So if Meghan is going back to her lifestyle stuff, right? She did that with Love Meghan and as ever her business, which is coming also in a few weeks. We're going to get to that. But one thing, if you go back to when Meghan was just Meghan Markle, before Harry, before the royal family, before all this drama, she was an actress on Suits. She was also, I believe that the Suits cast may make an appearance, or a few of them. I believe there may be a Suits reunion on season 2 of With Love and Meghan. I just want to put that out there. That would be big. But also, I think that so she was an actress. She was a philanthropist. She does that. Her and Harry does that every summer. They do it all year round, but they always go on some sort of like they always go on some sort of trip to some different country to highlight that country. So I believe that's going to come towards the summer, in the spring, summertime. But she did that. But also, people forget Meghan was a social political commentator. She appeared on a few shows talking about the political climate. I know it may be risky, and I think this may be the most controversial thing that she's done yet. If that is the case, if she is going back to her roots, I can see this show maybe not being so political, but definitely a show where she's speaking about issues and having her opinion heard more about those issues. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed archetypes, but in my opinion, the biggest critique I had for it was that it was overly produced. And I think that some of the best podcasts are just when you're just sitting down and having full on blown conversations about different topics and just listening to your opinions. And people can, debate or whatever. And that was my only issue with archetypes. It was just overly produced for me. And then I just think it's a very niche type thing, even though it was a success. But I just rather the best parts of the show when I just heard her talking with someone, having dialogue with people. And so I don't know if Archetype season 2 will be this podcast. I don't know. I feel like they would have announced that by now. I think it'd be different. I think this is going to be open range for all different topics, especially stuff that's going on in the world. That I can't wait. If that's the case, I can't wait. Lastly, as ever, I believe as ever, we just saw, right now it has products on there right now, but they're not for sale right now. You can sign up for, you sign your email up and you can sign up for it, be notified when it is up for purchases. But I do believe that that's not all the items it's going to be. I think that was more for the launch of this series, but I think there's going to be a wide range of variety of things on there. I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that she hasn't put on there yet. So those are the things I think is going to come up. Also with the Meet Me at the Lake, I think that's still in pre-production. That's going to be coming up soon. And another thing, I've been saying this before. This is more so with Harry and Meghan. I do feel like Harry has been kind of trying out. If you haven't been noticing, Harry kind of does these kind of interview type series. Like sometimes he just do these random interviews. I feel like that's going to be something that Harry, I feel like that's something he wants to do. And I feel like we're being kind of like, I don't want to say, like he's kind of being like, he's testing the waters with it a little bit. But also as a couple, I think Meghan and Harry, and I have no insider knowledge to any of this. I'm totally speculating when I say this. I feel that Harry and Meghan is going to do another documentary, and it's going to be strictly about the British UK media, or the UK media, whatever. Harry has one more court case, and I feel like Harry, a documentary can be so, like, something about that particular topic would be so effective, and I feel like that may come. I don't know why I've been feeling it for a long time, but that's just purely my speculation, guys. So I want to know in the comments, guys, what do you think is coming up for Meghan? What do you think is coming next? And or Harry and Meghan alike, or just Harry? What do you think is coming? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to see you guys' predictions, speculations, whatever. Guys, that's going to do it for my video. I will see you later this week with another topic. A lot of fun things is coming about, and yeah, I can't wait. See you in the next video. Peace out.